And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be in the Empire today, and you're watching Idle on That News, the only news you'll ever need because you have no other choice. And today, we have a lot of interesting developments going on. One of them being, holy cow, Qui Gon Jinn is getting a massive boost for the next couple months via Datacron. And I know the groaning's gonna come in, but they're actually doing something kind of interesting to make Datacrons a little bit more accessible and applicable to more people's rosters. It's almost like maybe people aren't engaging with them as much, and they're trying to get people to engage with them. So it's a step in the right direction to make Datacrons a little bit more chewable. We're also thinking that the 501st is going to get a big boost. Phoenix as well. A lot of interesting stuff that's going to be happening. So let's go break it down for you guys. I know. Datacrons isn't always the sexiest and happiest topic, but I want to point out three positives here. There's definitely some positives. Positive number one, check this out. For this set specifically, they're reducing the normal relic requirements from 3-5, which is absolutely trash. You know, that's what, like the other day, I was trying to use the first order team of Phasm. I was like, oh, let me put some critical damage on him. But because my pilots were at level 3, relic 3, it was like, I might as well not even use it. It's so dumb having this gated behind relics in the first place. They should just completely get rid of the relic gate. Y'all. So this is a step in the right direction. Instead of 3-5-7 relic requirements, they're moving it down to relic 1, 3, and 5. I'm a fan about that. That means if there's like some good damage on here that I might get on the free-to-play, I can actually use it because I have a lot of relic 3s and 1s and 5s. I'm not going to be capped out. And the 5 is really important too because normally you need a relic 7 to fully appreciate the higher relic 1s. And even on my main account, like there's a relic 7 Marin Datacron. It's cool, but I don't want to take Marin to relic 7. She's fine at relic 5, and I don't want to upgrade characters just for relic, or just upgrade the relics just for Datacrons for a few months. So this is great that at relic 5, which is kind of the go-to standard level to really lead character if you are going to go to relics, that's great. So that's even on my main account, I'm seeing a positive benefit of that because I'm one of those people that's not engaging with it probably as much as CG wants. And let's just highlight the big things. It's a light side only Datacron season. Jedi, Phoenix, clones, Wookiees getting a little bit of a touch as well. Probably should have mentioned the Wookiees at the beginning. We might see Vander and Chewie just like one-shot fools potentially. And we're seeing like the big takeaways, Jedi Cal casts, Captain Rex for the Phoenix, Tarful, and also things like Omega are going to be quite interesting. And of course, Qui Gon Jinn. Holy cow, can I just drop your attention here? Look at this. With Qui Gon Jinn, the level 9 bonus, which again, only relic 5 going to be needed to appreciate this. Whenever an ally uses an ability, going down one. Qui Gon Jinn deals 5% more damage per relic amplify level on all allies present at the start of the battle. Well, most people have a relic 7 Anakin, so right there, that's 45% more damage. And you probably got to look at the other ones. Another 45, another 45, another 45, another 45. Qui Gon Jinn is going to be hitting like an absolute truck. So there is kind of an upside there, kind of a popular team. I haven't been using it too much lately in Grand Arena. This, if RNG just blesses me with it, I could probably take advantage of that. But let's start closer to the beginning of things here, since this looks like to be the only news for the day. We were expecting a new character. Some people think maybe we'll get a new character announcement or Leia requirements part 2 tomorrow. And we'll wait and see. Stat-wise, the second thing I want to point out that's a positive is that there's no dodge. Yay, no dodge. Come on, guys. This game is unplayable to dodge. I hope we scared the developers from ever doing that again, like truthfully. And then I guess the third popular thing that I want to point out here, no Galactic Legend Datacrons. I've been a fan of the fact that Galactic Legends have not been associated with Datacrons for so long. Let's keep it that way. They don't need it. They don't need it. If anything, I can see the logic Datacrons lifting things like the Wookiees or make Qui-Gon Jinn be a better Ayla Sakura. Fine. If they have to exist, okay. Not on Galactic Legends. But we can still utilize some of these stats on Galactic. But it looks like it's going to be mostly an offensive base set that we have here. Crit chance, critical avoidance, accuracy, armor penetration, and offense are kind of the main go-to here. So teams that like to put out a lot of damage are probably going to appreciate it. So CLS will like it. The 501st, besides some of the clone bonuses, they're going to like the offense ramping that they have. And I'm just not sure this is better because Gas right now is doing really well with the current green set with the 50% max health, max protection. Gas is tanking a lot of hits, and the rate counter is like pretty much almost flawless with General Anakin Skywalker. Nonetheless, let's take a look at level 3s. This is kind of the more important thing. Level 3, I get not everyone's on board with Datacrons, but I can assure you a lot of you guys at least have like a free level 3, and you want to see what can you get. Like, for example, the current set that we have, you want to get that 15% max health protection. The previous set, you maybe want the stacking offense or the protection up with the damage over time. Off the top, there's not like a really powerful level 3. Of course, there's always going to be an upside whenever an ally gains out there, recover 2% health protection, so that might be nice. And a 501st gets a protection recovery on them. When an ally is damaged by health damage effects, they recover 2% health. When allies start protection up at 20% protection up, okay, that's probably all right. When ally uses base good, it gains speed up for 2 turns. All right, there's gonna be a lot of assisting. Okay, might be nice. So there's nothing mind-blowing, super budget friendly like we saw the past 2 ones. When it comes to level 3s, and I guess the last one here, there's a 25% chance to dispel debuffs on himself. So let's just take Qui Gon, for example. You know, you use Bad Batch and you kind of know he'll be stunned. Well, if he cleanses himself, that could be kind of an issue when he takes his bonus turn. So nothing like high budget value for level 3 this upcoming season. Let's highlight the more important level 6 bonuses, which again, you're only going to need relic 3 to utilize this. So again, big thumbs up there. It'd be a massive thumbs up if they just got rid of relic requirements altogether, but I don't need to keep repeating that. So first thing here, another Qui Gon Jinn boost. Whenever a Jedi ally gains foresight, they gain 20% more damage, stacking to a maximum 100% until the end of the battle. So right there, Qui Gon Jinn team, they all start off with foresight right from the very get-go. So boom, 20% extra damage, and that's more of a function of Jedi Anakin. He's gonna hit even darn harder with already the Omicron, the stats that boost the offense and critical damage on this Datacron season. And of course, there's other things like Ki-Adi-Mundi, maybe even throwing Grandmaster to try to get even more offense up there. And if Anakin cleanses himself when you try to stun him, he's gonna, I'm gonna be blown away by how much damage Anakin should put out with Qui Gon Jinn this upcoming season. Of course, we could take this to other things, you know, Jedi Master Luke with her Grandmaster Yoda, Hermit Yoda. A lot of ways to get foresights, but that Qui Gon Jinn's probably what a lot of people are eyeballing right now. We got some other interesting ones, like if you didn't take damage, you get offensive critical chance of nothing too special there. At the start of each turn, allies have 50% more Terminator. The damage they receive is reduced by 75% damage. That could be kind of a big thing for Jedi Master Kenobi teams. If someone has over 50% Terminator and they're taking 75% less damage on an already durable team, that could be pretty gnarly. And then we got some other things like if you attack out of turn, 25% chance through 10% Terminator, and nothing too much to brag about there. This one's all right. Whenever allies grant about to another ally, that ally gains 10% Terminator. Nothing too crazy. I think really a lot of people are gonna be looking for that foresight equals extra damage there. Phoenix also getting a nice boost here. Now they've already gotten a boost of Captain Rex. Funny enough, the level 9 bonus, which requires relic 5, it's basically adding an Omicron times 2, so you get the Omicron 2 times over with this Datacron set. Well, the first thing that we have is they have a special ability, gives them 5% counter chance, stacking offense until they're defeated, which is okay. I think the one that's kind of interesting is the damage immunity for 2 turns, which can't be copied. I'm assuming it can be dispelled. That might be probably the most helpful one I'm seeing for the Phoenix Squadron here. We got some other things, for example, when Phoenix ally has full health protection, they can deal 100% more damage. They start off with unaligned force user. That might be nice, especially since they're running a train with the Phoenix Squadron. That could be mildly helpful. I think the damage immunity still is more important. Whenever allies are stunned, they gain 50% Terminator, recover 25% health and protection. Right now, I'm not seeing too many battles where Phoenix are getting stunned, but maybe up against, you know, Star Killer, Emperor Palpatine, RJ, that could be mildly helpful. Then whenever allies stun an enemy, which really there's not a ton of stuns except Zeb's assist, which, you know, it happens a little bit. They gain speed up, offense up, and flick exposed. I think right now the one that's more appealing is either that stacking offense and the Phoenix or the damage immunity. Take a look at the clones. Now, do we need to list it? Bad Batch, 501st, also Captain Rex with the Phoenix crew. He's technically clone, so there's going to be a lot of ways of utilizing these clone bonuses here. Anytime a clone trooper ally uses the basic, they gain 5% critical damage stacking. I'm not too crazy about that one. Whenever allies critically hit an enemy during their turn, they gain 10% offense. Okay, that's a little bit more interesting, I think, right there. And then at the start of each ally's turn, if they have not taken damage, they get the offensive critical chance up. Not too impressed with that. And then this one and the other one, this is kind of the other one that's kind of interesting. The first time a clone ally falls below 50% health, all allies reduce their cooldowns by 1. Gain 10% turn, so that might help Captain Rex get another cleanse faster, might help Echo get another buff this spell faster, get some turn removing. The bonuses for clones don't look as nutty, but in the context of Bad Batch and General Skywalker's 501st, you can definitely see that they'll be utilized to some extent. And of course, there's anti-revives, which, that's already overkill in a 501st team. But now the Wookiees. Wookiees, long story short, in case you haven't been keeping too close of a track record, they became a thing with Tarful. And out of all the Cal cast requirements, Tarful's probably on the bottomish end of the spectrum of the requirements out there. Definitely number 4 out of 5. Saga probably being the worst of them. But they are going to get some interesting bonuses here. Again, Datacron's only temporary. Not that like Wookiees are going to be like god tier forever. It's only a seasonal temporary boost. But nonetheless, there's a few things we're going to point out here, and especially if Tarful, things are going to get nutty. The thing that looks most appealing to me, if I was trying to get my Wookiees moving, at the start of battle, all allies lose all their max protection, and they gain that much max health. Think of Darth Malak, Lord Vader, Nihilus lead. And then they gain grit until the end of battle, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Grit basically makes you take reduced damage from percent health damage effects. So what I'm wondering is, how is this going to affect Vandor Chewbacca? Vandor Chewbacca's special does damage based off his max health. And if you're already taking the giant Wookiee durability, merging it with protection, he should hit for like tons of damage, right? Like he should be sniping fools left and right. That's my suspicion on how this is going to operate. But let's keep looking at the other ones. They have the bonus turn defeating enemy. Not too interested in that. At the start of each turn, if allies have 50% more turn meter, they take 75% reduced damage. That could be decent since they're already a very high defensive team. Whenever they use a special blade during their turn, they stun the target enemy, which can't be Vader resistant. That could be a big deal as well. But right now, just from a glance and theory crafting, I think that if you are shooting for some Wookiee love, the max protection, turning the max health, could be quite a big deal. Gary, can you put it on the screen real quick just to show that maybe it's not all crazy, that the Wookiees are going to be a little nutty here? Bring them on over, just real quick. It's okay, Gary. It's all right. They won't bite. So take a look at the Wookiees going over to Vandor Chewie. When he does his Freedom Fighter, he deals damage based on Chewbacca's max health. Gary, you really had to put my camera right over it. You're literally useless. Chewbacca's max health instead of his attack damage, a target enemy twice. It sounds like he should be sniping fools with this Freedom Fighter ability. So that's why I'm thinking this could be interesting to see. Let's keep moving on, checking out the actual character bonuses. So Jedi Knight Cal Kestis, fantastic character, one of my favorite characters. The character I'm having the most fun in Galaxy in a long time. I like a lot of characters, but I'm just always having a fun time with Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Basically, they're taking his 3-turn insta-kill to a 2-turn insta-kill. He's starting off the battle with 15 stacks of Impetuous. Then whenever Jedi Knight Cal Kestis gains stacks of Impetuous, he grants Jedi allies speed up for 2 turns. So remember, you need 30 stacks of Impetuous. And generally it takes 4 turns. Turn 1, you get your first 10 stacks. Turn 2, you get your 20 stacks. Turn 3, you get your 30 stacks. Turn 4, you insta-kill. Actually, I gotta correct myself. It's technically a 3-turn insta-kill now. So you just take 1 less turn to get to your insta-kill. So it should move things a little bit faster. I'll be honest, I wouldn't sweat it. There's only 2,000 some people that have Jedi Cal Kestis, and yeah, he'll get the insta-kill off faster. Maybe it'll make a difference in some battles, but the battles I'm using against Darth Malgus, it's already a piece of cake as it is. But nonetheless, it'll be a turn 1 faster insta-kill instead of 4 turns. It should take 3 turns. Now here's the Captain Rex one right here. Phoenix are doing great, and again, you only need Relic 5. You don't even need Relic 7 to utilize this. Relic 5 Captain Rex at the start of his battle, Clone Trooper and Phoenix allies gain 7,567 max health. If you want to know why the weird number, that's Captain Rex's clone identification number, and they gain 30 speed. Y'all, Captain Rex already gets 30 speed on his Omicron for the Phoenix characters. We might need to double check just to remind everyone. So the fact that you're going to get even more speed, kind of a big deal. So take a look. Lost Commander, they already get 25 speed. Of course, Gary just sucks at everything. They already get 25 speed, right? Before, and they get the 40% max health, and then they get the 40% tenacity. And then when you drop on that Omicron, you're gonna be getting extra speed on this team already. So actually, my bad, it's not 30 speed, it's 25 speed. So you're getting in total 55 extra speed on the entire team, which is kind of a big deal. And it's also got some other weird, interesting things kind of being baked in here. So they're adding extra ability block and daze immunity. That's already kind of baked in, but I guess to be fair, it's only the Phoenix that get the ability block and daze immunity inside of 5v5, but this offers it to clones as well, so they'll be able to benefit from that too. So it's kind of taking advantage of the Phoenix one and trying to help out the clones, so it's not only a 5v5 specific thing, you can use it in 3v3 as well. So that's kind of where it's coming from. Tarful, the other big winner here. At the start of battle, Tarful's in the leader slot. It's the only way to run Wookiees right now. Wookiee allies gain 25% off until the end of the battle. Whenever an ally Wookiee is defeated, all Wookiee allies cooldowns are refreshed, recover 100% health and protection. And whenever a buff is dispelled on an enemy, all Wookiee allies gain 5% tenacity stack. So that seems to be the go-to. Although, There is a Clone Wars Chewie Datacron. When he loses taunt, remove 50% turn from all enemies. Hey, he pre-taunts on the Tarful team. So if you buff the spell Clone Wars Chewie, that's a lot of turn removal, although it could be resisted. It doesn't say it can't be resisted. So that's interesting. Ezra, nothing too brag-worthy here. Kanan Jarrus has kind of like a weird steadfast retribution where he can reflect damage back on enemies. That could be decent. Ayla Sakura is going to be constantly assisting anytime an ally is using an ability, and then she's going to be dealing 50% more damage. So that could be kind of maybe helpful for any sort of Jedi T, I suppose. Qui Gon Jinn, we already went over this. The constant relic amplifier levels giving him even more damage. And if I'm under, again, we kind of have to like sometimes know how this works. Like with Master Luke, the level 3 that has the 50% max health, max protection, doesn't quite work the way we thought. It doesn't quite affect Master Luke's damage he does on the lead. But I'm wondering if Qui-Gon Jinn's damage is being amplified through this Datacron. When he dies off, I'm assuming it's taking the Datacron bonus on this level 9 and then sharing it with everyone else. Although he's going to hit hard, this should hypothetically, we'll have to wait and see in practicality, share for everyone else, and Anakin should be like nuking the whole entire galaxy out of existence. This is by far, I think, the biggest winner out of everyone. Sabine Wren, you know, stacking damage. It could be nice. You know, they're going to be assisting a lot of critical hits potentially. Zeb, you know, it's going to be okay. You know, nothing too special. Harrison Dula, nah, nothing too much. I think if anything, you want to probably have the double Captain Rex for all the extra speed. Chopper being able to assist a lot, more cooldown reduction, so that could be nice. Although I used Phoenix today on offense. They're a very slow, buggy team. Kind of remind me of Tusk. There's a lot of stuff going on. This game doesn't seem to keep up with it. Commander Cody, yeah, I don't know. It's unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be great, but maybe, you know, maybe it'll lead Commander Cody to constantly do his mass swarm over and over again. And then Omega, I think, is the other one that's going to be kind of interesting here. Omega's always assisting, right? Whenever Omega damages an enemy with a special ability, that enemy doesn't have armor shred, you inflict armor shred. Whenever Omega uses the base ability and damages an enemy with armor shred, she inflicts expose in that enemy which can't be resisted. Then she gains protection, so that's all right. But by far, again, the emphasize one more time, the clearest winner out of all of these right now, it has to be Qui-Gon Jinn. Captain Rex is looking good. Jedi Calcast is nice. I don't think it's necessary. It's already bangerific as it is. And then, of course, we already theory crafted a lot of ways. Maybe the Wookiees can be better to clones, and the Phoenix as well. Overall, though, I just want to emphasize one more time. I said emphasize a lot. I'm going to emphasize the emphasis. It's great that they're reducing the relics. I'm hoping maybe they move in a direction where you don't even need relics. It's just gear 12. Maybe even move it to gear 12 or something like that. Gear 12 is at least a bit more accessible. They've gated it way too much behind relics 3, 5, and 7. So that's good. No Galactic Legends, no dodges. And on top of that, I mean, these are cool. I think there's going to be a lot of clear big winners like Qui-Gon. But overall, it's great that they're not seeming to be like overly broken. And if you're not engaging with Datacrons, you're not at a massive disadvantage. It's one of the worst feelings when you're not engaging with Datacrons and someone's just going crazy. They're whipping out that credit card for just a few months of temporary power, and they're playing with a whole different roster. That's when it feels bad. There are some differences here, but I don't think they're like crazy differences where it's like, ah, man, the pay to win are getting away with it again. I think they're moving towards an interesting balance here. But you guys let me know what you think. That's going to wrap it up for today here on Arnold Holonet News, baby. It's the only news you're ever going to need because you have no other choice. Let me know what you think down below. Maybe some new character out tomorrow. We'll have to wait and see. I've been seeing a lot of fun speculation there, but time will tell. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And as always, remember, my friends, that it's great to be in the Empire today. It's great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.